Hey Luke, this is Adam with America's Baseball Camps. How you doing? Hope all is well. Thanks for attending the baseball camp with America's Baseball Camps. Hey, I'm here today to kind of help you out a little bit in regards to your pitching delivery, your mechanics, and just point out some things, some positives and some negatives in regards to your pitching mechanics, and draw some lines, some circles, and stuff like that to kind of just, again, show you some points, some checkpoints, and maybe make some changes here and there. But all in all, I gotta be honest with you, Luke. After watching a lot of these videos and doing some of these pitching evaluations for America's Baseball Camps, I gotta tell you, you might have some of the best mechanics so far in some of these videos that I have done, and that's a compliment to you and your hard work. Maybe you have a pitching coach, I don't know, but whoever's helping you out is doing a very, very good job with the basics. Seems like you have really good balance, decent direction towards home plate, and a really good finish. And that's something that in the recruiting world and in the pitching coach world, that's something that we definitely look for in young pitchers as yourself, just having the basic mechanics, good balance, staying over the rubber, using that backside a little bit, and getting a good finish. So compliment to you, very good job, keep up the hard work. I'm not going to sit here and make up a whole bunch of things that are wrong, and just tell you there's a bunch of things wrong when there's not. So we're going to hit some positives and some negatives, okay? Let's go ahead and just start from this pitch right here. We're going to start from the first pitch you throw today down there, which is about right here, okay? We'll go ahead and get to the setup position. Start from right here, okay? From the setup, hey, great job. You have good posture. You're nice and straight up and down with your body, and your gloves out in front of you right here. And I mean, nothing there screams anything, like I said, going wrong. So I wouldn't change a thing with that setup position. Your feet are in a good position, and again, you're getting ready to make a pitch. So very nice job with your setup. We're going to go ahead and move on in here a little bit and go slow motion into your side step right there. Everything looks pretty good right there. Your side step's fine. The one thing that how I teach and what I kind of look for, and it's not that it's wrong, that it's not that it's right, it's just something that I kind of like to see in young kids, is trying to create a little rhythm and with their body. And you'll notice you're a pitcher that will leave his glove out in front of him, which is fine, as you kind of step to the side, okay? Your glove really doesn't come down, and it doesn't come down and move down into this area a little bit here. And some kids do that, some kids don't. You're a guy that's going to leave his glove right in front of him as you go, and you just kind of pivot up into this point here, getting into your balance point. So one of the issues sometimes that causes some problems is the kids who hold that glove, who started that glove that high from the get-go, kind of do what you do here. You can see how high your hands are. They're almost above your head. And you know, you might not want to have those gloves go so high, or excuse me, that glove comes so high, because what tends to happen is you get a little bit back elbow in here. And again, it doesn't affect you too much, because you actually come down in a pretty good separation position when you separate the pitch out of the glove. Just be careful with that. I mean, I would kind of say, hey, if you could bring your glove right into this position a little bit more, just to have a little bit more, or just be a little bit more compact through up in this area. I think that might be able to help you out a little bit with your glove. But again, it doesn't affect you. It looks like you have real good balance, athleticism. I like the eyes where they're at. They're looking right here down. Love it. You're nice and tall. I can see that you're kind of a tall, lanky kid. You already got the makings. That's good. And the other thing here on the balance point, just something real quick. You want to be careful. Oops, excuse me. How do I get that off of there? Sorry about that. You want to try to just be careful again with how far this foot comes past this knee. Okay, we want to try not to get too much of a twist, but again, it doesn't seem to affect you that much. Just be aware of that, okay, to where you're not going to be twisting so much. I do like this backside. Man, very nice job staying nice and tall. Can't beat it. Very good job. So we got our hands that we talked about. You got your foot here that we talked about a little bit. Just be careful with that twist. Again, these are minor things that doesn't seem to affect you too much. Moving on a little bit, I think the biggest thing with you, Luke, is coming down into this position here. Your direction towards home plate, like I said in the beginning, is fairly good. If I drew a straight line towards the catcher, right right about there, you're going to see your foot come down pretty close to that line. Um, it opens up a little bit, but not tremendously. Okay, so you're pretty close. There's two things here I want you to look at in this position. One is how you land up on a toe. Okay, we don't want to land on the toe. We kind of want to land, if this makes sense, kind of heel to the flat foot. And we don't want to be a big-time heel lander where you land on the heels, something like this. You don't want to land on the heel like this with your toe pointing up. Okay, but we also don't want to land on the toe. We kind of want to land. It's kind of like a bang bang situation. We want to land heel and then get that foot nice and flat, nice and planted on the ground. Okay. One of the reasons why you do this, Luke, is because for me, and this is the main thing that I would work on with you, would be to lengthen out your stride. You could see you have a kind of a short torso in here, but you have really long legs. Okay. And one thing that you're going to want to really work on, and this is again why you're kind of landing up on that toe, and you're going to get to a flat foot sooner or later, obviously, but for me, your stride is way too short, and that's what I would kind of work on. For the length of your legs, it just seems to me that you should be landing somewhere about here. Okay, and I think it's a very easy adjustment. Again, with your legs, you just need to get out there a little bit longer, just so you can get some more extension out over the front side when you finish. And you do a pretty good job, but I think that you could use your legs a little bit more. And how we do that, Luke, is learning how to use this back side a little bit more. We don't like to use the word push and all that stuff, but realistically, hey, you got to drive off that back side, and so you're just not standing straight up and down when you throw. Okay, you can see right there. And we do want to stay tall through our delivery, but you could see, right there's a great position. Right there's a great position. Okay, and you're nice and tall, but we don't want to be too tall. Right there, okay, we want to try to get a little bit more drive off of this back side so you can lengthen out this stride. Okay, let's see here. Excuse me. Erase these. Okay, so here we go, coming out in front and getting to that finish. Again, watch the toe landing right here. Try to land flat-footed if you can. And then try to lengthen out that stride just a little bit more. I'm talking about probably 3-4 inches maybe, somewhere in there. Okay, moving on into the finish a little bit, Luke. Great job with your follow-through position coming down. I really like this a lot. You get that chest out over the front side. A lot of kids don't get this point right here, nice and flat right here. We might be able to try to get out over this front side just a little bit more. Get a little bit more extension out here. But all in all, pretty good job. Your foot comes up nice and high right here. Okay, and that's the position I like right there. Okay, again, your throwing arm has crossed this left leg, which it's supposed to, and your foot is nice and high. And again, your eyes are still on that target. That's a wonderful job again with your finish position. So moving back, just a quick review for you, Luke, and hope all this stuff helps you a little bit. Again, I think you do a wonderful job. You have great mechanics. Just improve. Everybody has some time to improve on it. Careful here with those hands again, and how high they come up into this position right here. Okay, you might just want to be a little bit more compact. Watch this foot coming too far, across this leg. Good job separating. I'm not going to say anything about that. Your direction is fine. Watch so you're not landing up on that toe at this point. Okay, and then make sure that you are getting out over that front side and lengthening out that stride a little bit. So hope that helps you. Again, fantastic job, and looked like you have a bright future. Good luck to you, and thanks for attending America's Baseball Camps.